Are you bringing the right prepaid card for your next overseas trip? Well, in this video, I'll be comparing these 5 prepaid cards: the Maybank MAE card, the Wise card, the Touch and Go Visa card, BigPay, and also Enrich Money card, and I will cover everything from application prerequisites to fees to limitations, withdrawal and transaction limits, etc, so that you can select the best card that suits your travel needs. Let's start from the most basic step, signing up, which is pretty simple for everyone as long as you have either a Malaysian citizenship, PR, permanent residence, or work visa. So you can technically sign up for all of them, and you just need around 20 ringgit on average for the annual fee and also the physical debit cards, and a bit of cash for initial deposits. But do take note that Touch and Go and BigPay charge around 2 ringgit 50 cents for account inactivity. And next, one of the most, if not the most important features of these prepaid cards: multi-currency account. And instead of spending your ringgit Malaysia on the currency you are traveling, like Sing dollar in Singapore, Thai baht in Thailand, etc., which is damn expensive since you need to convert from ringgit for every single transaction, you can now open multiple accounts or pots that allow you to hold different currencies all at the same time, like ringgit, Sing dollar, Thai baht, etc., just like how you hold physical cash, but in multiple currencies, all inside one single card. And this also means that you can lock in some cash when the currency rate is what you want in advance, in maybe early in days or months, right? And you could probably travel cheaper than you have to. And the winners of this feature are Wise and also Enrich Money, because Wise lets you hold more than 40 currencies on their mobile app, while Enrich Money has up to 20 foreign currencies. But if for some reason if you run out of the currency you are spending at whichever country, which we all always do, don't worry, because these multi-currency accounts will automatically convert it for you during your transaction in real time and deduct it from your other pots or other currency balance. For example, if you are buying something for say 150 Sing dollar and you only have 90 Sing dollar, but you have money in your ringgit Malaysia account, then they will use up all the 90 Sing dollar and convert the rest from your Malaysian ringgit account, charging from 0.4 to 1.75% of your transaction amount for conversion fees each time from Wise and Enrich Money respectively. Now moving on to foreign transaction fees, which means how much they charge you when you spend using your card overseas. For this case, Wise and Enrich Money do not charge you if you've already converted the cash to the currency you need to spend in that particular country. And meanwhile, based on my online research and also some foreigners' input, you can expect around 0% to 1% charges on foreign transaction fees from Touch and Go and BigPay respectively. But do take note that these rates are not constant, and not every website will want you to know their exact spread, unfortunately. And since Wise and BigPay allows us to see the rates in advance in the app, here's how much of Sing dollar, China yen, Euro or Great Britain pound you will get from them with just 1000 ringgit. And although it's not 100% consistent who gives more and whatnot, Wise in here is clearly the winner here, giving more Euro, British pounds and China yen. But then again, exchange rates change all the time, so depending on when you test this out, you might get different results than me. And the next thing, we all know that not every shop or area accepts card payments like this, cash only. So what to do? You might need to withdraw cash overseas in times like this, right? And for Touch and Go and Enrich Money, they charge 10 ringgit for each overseas withdrawal, while for BigPay, they charges either 10 ringgit or 2% of withdrawal amount, whichever is higher. So it's basically saying minimum 10 ringgit fee only for up to 500 ringgit withdrawal. Anything more than that, then obviously you're paying more fees. And as for Maybank MAE, they didn't specify how much they charge, while Wise, they offer free withdrawal for your first 2 withdrawals or up to 1000 ringgit, but anything after that is 5 ringgit plus 1.75% of the withdrawal amount. So for example, if you are withdrawing 1000 ringgit of cash after the free entitlement, you'll be charged 22 ringgit and 50 cents for the withdrawal, so please be mindful of that. And what about the limit to withdraw, right? Well, you don't want to be shopping luxuriously in London and then only to realize you have reached your card limit when you're about to pay for your dinner at the end of the day. That would be pretty awkward, right? Well, most of the cards have separate limits for swiping your card, making online transactions and withdrawing money through ATMs. So knowing how much you want to spend ahead of time is pretty important as well. Now let's look at the ATM withdrawal limit first. From the highest to the lowest monthly withdrawal limit, this Wise card allows up to 23,000 ringgit per month, while the Touch and Go card allows you to withdraw up to your wallet threshold, which means up to 20,000 ringgit. While for Maybank MAE and BigPay, they allow up to 10,000 ringgit of monthly withdrawal. And as for the daily withdrawal limit, I found that BigPay limits up to 10,000 ringgit or 10 withdrawals every single day, while Touch and Go and Enrich Money allows 5,000 ringgit or 5 withdrawals on a daily basis. While the Maybank MAE card doesn't have a daily withdrawal limit, but each time you withdraw, the maximum you could take is 1,500 ringgit or equivalent in other currencies. So if you are withdrawing 3,000 ringgit worth of cash, you need to do it twice. So overall, they are all pretty good enough, but Wise will be the winner for the withdrawal limit here, as they have the highest monthly limit amount of 23,000 ringgit with no restrictions on daily or per withdrawal limit, and in my opinion, that's quite a good amount of money for most of the overseas trip you will make. Unless it's Europe or the US, then that's a different story lah. And for what it's worth, if your card touchwood got stolen and the thief used it for withdrawal, you might have minimum loss with the Maybank MAE card, as thieves could only withdraw up to 1,500 ringgit each time, and you will then be notified after each withdrawal, and for which you will then be able to execute the kill switch on the Maybank MAE app if that really happens to you. And as for the transaction limits, like spending with your card either swiping or tapping, Wise is still the winner here because you are allowed to spend 170,000 ringgit per month. That's a lot, but keep in mind the maximum wallet size is only 20,000 ringgit. So you can have a high number of transactions in and out of your Wise card wallet, but at every single point of time, you can only have a total of 20,000 ringgit worth in your Wise wallet. And as for May, they have a monthly cap of 10,000 ringgit transactions per month, while Touch and Go and Enrich Money cap your transactions at your wallet threshold. BigPay and Enrich Money work slightly different here. BigPay allows up to 1,000 ringgit of daily contactless payment, and anything after that will require you to enter your password. Meanwhile, Enrich Money by MAS allows just 250 ringgit daily for contactless payment, and anything more than that, it will require you to enter your password as well. And in the meantime, you can spend up to 3,000 ringgit per day with MAE and up to 5,000 ringgit or 5 transactions with the Touch and Go prepaid card. And after talking about the limits, we now look at how easy it is for us to top up these cards. And in general, bank transfers like FPX and also debit cards can be used to top up all of the cards here. And since Touch and Go prepaid card is connected to your e-wallet, that means you can transfer through bank transfers and cards as well. Wise might be at a slight disadvantage here if you prefer topping up through ATM machines, as they do not offer such service. But frankly, that to me is pretty insignificant because I don't really recall myself topping up anything through an ATM before. And the last but not the least important feature that you should know is whether or not they offer a virtual card, or sometimes we call it a digital card. Digital cards support online transactions, so if you want to buy something from online websites like Amazon or Taobao for once only and you don't want to reveal the details of your personal credit cards, then this feature is definitely super handy for scenarios like this. And on top of that, you can also set up new virtual cards within your app, and you can set a budget to let someone else to do the shopping job for you. Or if your family member or employee needs some money to spend on certain stuff, then this feature will be a game changer for you. And for this, all of them offer virtual cards that allow you to spend without the need of the physical card itself. But only Wise have the additional features to create multiple virtual cards for the purpose I've just mentioned to you. Quick pause, if you are thinking of any financial goals to achieve through the US stock market by now, let me quickly give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, Momo, a super investment platform that provides you with analyst ratings features for stocks. But okay, how useful is this feature, right? Well, knowing when to buy or sell is always a tough question. Sometimes you wish you had a bunch of experts sharing their opinions with you, right? Well, that's what this feature is all about. And with the analyst rating feature, you can imagine having over 250 financial institutions and 4,000 Wall Street experts providing you with their point of views on market trends and what they think about this stock, whether it's overvalued or at the right price, etc. And that's not all, you can also check the past performances of these analysts to know whether or not they are legit or not, and then follow them to get notifications if there are any analyst rating changes so that you always know what is happening to your favorite stock. And now for the best part, you can also win some Grab vouchers through their in-app treasure hunt. Just collect 1000 more points and you can redeem your 10 ringgit Grab vouchers. So feel free to use my link down below to sign up for an account now. Okay, let's get back to the video. Whew. Okay, so after saying so much, you might still be thinking the transaction limits don't really affect my choice, or I still don't know which card to go for. Well, let me give you a few unique features each card offers and see which suits you the best. If you haven't guessed it already, my personal top choice is Wise because of their conversion rates are so good. Limits are high and I can convert my currencies in advance, and I can ask them to notify me on any specific exchange rate so that I can convert at the best rates. And since I never really top up through ATMs, that little minor disadvantage doesn't really bother me, to be honest. But if you always forgot your card or you like to use Apple Pay, Google Pay or Samsung Pay, then the Maybank MAE card is definitely your go-to card since they are the only one that supports mobile NFC payment, and it's linked to your Maybank M2U account, so you are less likely to worry about topping up when you are trapped somewhere without easy access to the internet. So what about the other 3 cards? If you are so afraid of losing your bank card, then Touch 'n Go is here for you with their numberless physical card, and this means that if you for whatever reason lose your Touch 'n Go prepaid card, nobody can steal your card details. However, if you're a frequent traveler either with AirAsia or Malaysia Airlines, you can then consider BigPay or Enrich Money card for the cashbacks and merchant discounts. With BigPay, you can earn AirAsia points and redeem for cheaper AirAsia flight tickets, and they also support QR payments in 3 different countries: Thailand, Singapore and also Indonesia. As for Enrich Money by MAS, if you're the kind of frequent traveler that despises AirAsia and only prefer Malaysia Airlines instead, then their multi-currency account would be the deal breaker for you. So what's the right card for you? Well, if you still can't choose any one of them, then I would say why not choose more than one? And like I've said earlier, I personally recommend Wise card because it does the job well for most of the things I need, and you can even use my referral link down below to get a fee-free transfer for up to 2,500 ringgit. And also, don't forget that credit cards can still be your wingman for overseas transactions, especially if you are traveling for business frequently and you do not have that high liquidity before your company reimburses your claims and whatever. And sometimes, if not most of the time, credit cards can also spoil you with rewards and cashback. So in case you've missed it out, check out my previous video to find the best traveling credit cards for you. See you over there.